going on, everybody in the YTBC, LDBC, ASBC, MOBC, and B&B Sports, B&B Sports, with the God, my man H Money. Just riding home from work, man. Again, just went live. Just want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world of boxing. A lot going on right now in the heavyweight division. You got the Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua situation. Wilder said, AJ said he was gonna make Wilder an offer. They made him an offer. From what I'm hearing, it's supposed to be 12.5 million. Which I keep hearing people saying it's $100 million fight, which I don't think is a $100 million fight. That's just my opinion. I think it's maybe a $60 million fight. 12 million. I think Wilder should, if it's a 60 million fight, Wilder should get at least, I would say at least 15 to 20 million, I would think at least. But 12.5 would be his highest payday to date. And Wilder did come out and say that, I think he messed up when he came out and said he'll basically take whatever they offer him. So, you know what I'm saying? With him saying that, Eddie Hearn said, okay, this is his biggest payday he's never had. Let's offer him 12 million. So I think Wilder kind of hurt himself by saying he would take whatever, and then as long as it was reciprocated on the other side, if he beats Joshua and they have a, yeah, I know, man. Wilder even said it himself. Said that he was on the Boxing Voice and Ned started talking about money, and Wilder said, why are y'all so worried about money? You know, so at that point, I'm thinking, well, damn, he gonna take whatever. Ross Clark, what's going on? What's going on, homie? Man, you started a live stream the other day, man. I was on it, but it didn't. It erased or something when I clicked on it. I was trying to catch you while you was live, bro. I saw your video you did the other day, though. No, I shot you a like and made a comment. But I think Wilder put himself in a bad situation by actually saying that he would take whatever that they offered. So Eddie Hearn came back to him with the offer, which I don't get why people saying it's a $100 million fight. Which I don't think it's a $100 million fight, because if they have it at the O2 Arena, well, they will have pay-per-view over here. So I forgot about that. But Deontay Wilder is really not selling in America, so I'm not sure that fight's really gonna sell. Yeah, I don't think it is either, man. 50 to 60 at the max. But you got everybody saying it's a $100 million fight, so they're basing Wilder's off of $100 million. If it's 50 or 60 million, hell, $12.5 million, that's enough for Wilder. To be honest, that's enough. So until we know, and Hearn knows what the fight will sell. You know what I'm saying? Because he did the Vlad fight, and I don't even think the Vlad fight was a bigger fight over there, and that wasn't a $100 million fight. I think the Vlad fight probably actually touched more people around the world than the Deontay Wilder fight will. Because I know Vlad is real big overseas, so I just hope they get the damn fight, man. I just want to see the fight. I don't really have a dog in this race. It's starting to get kind of old where you got guys that no matter what the offer was, I think they would have complained. Yeah, I agree to make more. It'll make way more. I mean, Wilder not even selling out damn arena, little bitty goddamn things in his own hometown. I mean, I heard they's giving away tickets. I heard he did 17,000 at the Barclays, but I mean that's nothing compared to 80 or 90,000 that Joshua's putting in. Plus, he's putting in the seat without even having Wilder there. You know, so I just want to see the fight happen. Like I said, I'm just getting kind of tired, kind of fed up all the back and forth through the fans, and already been through this. back just break about, you know, everybody's counting everybody's pockets, man. And everybody's worried about the money. I just want to see the two goddamn dudes get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? If it's a $50 million, $1.5 million is not bad for Wilder. And just like anything, you don't go to a damn car lot and the car you see, the first offer you make, and they come back and say, you know what I'm saying? You don't accept the first offer. I'm sure Eddie Hearn's not going to give him his best offer on the front end. It's called negotiations. I'm sure they're going to negotiate the price back and forth. I'm sure Wilder's team, like they said, I was about to call dude Shirley Finkel. Shelly Finkel, whatever his name is, said they were going to send back a counter offer. That's the way it works. It's just people jumped onto it and made 10,000 videos yesterday. I agree, man. That's anything. I mean, even if they got Wilder 15 million, hell, he ain't made that in his last 8 title defenses. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not gonna buy a goddamn 2015 fucking whatever and overpay for it. Hell no. You gonna pay the right price for it. So I understand where Eddie Hearn is coming from, where he's saying, look, this is our first offer. Let's make negotiations. You know, and it's like boxing fans, they don't understand this. Oh my God, they offered him this. He shouldn't take the fight. I heard a clown say 12 million was Slade. I heard somebody say that too. The guy made 2 million in his last fight. That was his biggest fight to date. And he's got 40 fights. He probably ain't made 12 million in his whole goddamn career. I know I agree with that, man. People just go to the extreme, man, and it's crazy, man. It's boxing fans, man. It's like, you know, it's either one extreme or the other. Yo, what you do, rewind this thing. I want to listen from the beginning. Man, I don't know how the hell to do that, cuzzo. Man, the OG in the house, the Fight Journal. The Fight Journal in the house, one of the best channels on YouTube, another one of my favorite boxing channels. I know he dropping facts, but J-Rock gonna get that work if he fight Hurd, cuzzo. J-Rock gonna get that work. We gonna have to debate that one. But yeah, the slave wages thing is crazy, man. I saw like, man, 10 goddamn videos yesterday about, oh my God, Wilder shouldn't take the fight. And I got a shout out. Yeah, I know, I agree with Rod Clyde. He'll smash him. I got to shout out Black Fight Fan TV. He made a good video where he said Wilder should take the fight. Julian coming to party, baby. Don't sleep. I'm going to get to that fight here in just a second. But I think Wilder should take the fight. He said he would take whatever. 12 million is way more than he ever has got probably in his whole career. And then also, it's not $100 million fight. I don't know where people are getting $100 million. Man, I like Black Fight Fan TV too, but I don't see where the $100 million fight is coming from. I don't get that. I don't get the talk of that. And that's even with Joshua putting 90,000 people in the arena. There's no way in hell there's still a $100 million fight. Because I don't think there's gonna be enough people in America, not casuals, that are gonna buy that fight, because don't enough people know about Deontay Wilder. So hopefully they get the fight signed soon. I think they got like 26 days from now to do it before the Povetkin goes to a purse bid, which I'm sure Eddie Hearn, well, I don't know, they going up against that goddamn Russian billionaire. That'll be crazy right there to see how that'll work out. I don't know how that'll work out, because I know that Russian billionaire probably tried to win that damn purse bid. But I don't know, since he got burned with the last thing with the steroids. OG, how would that work out, OG, about the purse bid with Povetkin and AJ? Because I think that Russian billionaire may win that damn purse bid. I'm not sure how that works out. Now, moving on to Charlo and Lara. I mean, not Charlo and Lara. Hurd and Lara. Only if they can't negotiate. Yeah, they'll probably negotiate. Well, Hurd and Lara, hell of a fight. If Lara would have fought like that his whole career, he would be a star. He would have been a big star. AJ should knock out Povetkin real quick. He should knock him off. Povetkin will probably goddamn come up dirty before that fight, though. Ain't no telling. Povetkin did get rocked by Price. But Lara and Hurd, hell of a fight. One of the best fights I've seen this year. I wish Lord would have fought like that more often. He would have won the Canelo fight if he would have let his hands go in the manner in which he did against Hurd. Cuban School of Fighting. They don't teach them to fight that way. I agree. I do agree about that. I do agree with that. It was shocking though because he looked really comfortable fighting that way. You know, it didn't look like he was out of his element fighting that style. Lara threw that Canelo fight. Yeah, he did. He threw that fight away. He threw his hands more. And I got to give Lara props, man. Lara fought that fight shockingly. I thought he was just gonna try to, you know, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Lara stood in the pocket. He didn't move enough though, to be honest. He should have used a lot more footwork. Because Hurd is kind of robotic at times, to me. But Hurd is a really good fighter. He's a big guy for that. You know, he's such a big guy. But back to Lara. I wish Lara would have moved a little bit more. I think he ran out of steam later in the fight, which, as you can see, Hurd was really focusing on that left hook to the body, which I wish he would have doubled up on that left hook to the body. And those were some thunderous body shots. I mean, some thunderous body shots that he was landing on Lara. And Lara was taking them early in the fight, but you can see later on the age and the body punching. It took the steam out of him. It took the steam out of him by the end of the fight. Now, Hurd, I think the fight would have been a lot easier for Hurd if he would have used his jab from the beginning of the fight. I think he should have came inside using his jab. Instead, he came in basically with no head movement. Lara's legs aren't the same. That's why I picked Hurd too. I agree, man. I totally agree. Yeah, if Hurd can focus on using his jab more in the Charlo fight, he needs to fight behind his jab and use his reach to get inside. Because if he comes in there with his head first against Charlo, he might get dropped. Because he said Lara was one of the he said behind Johnny Nelson. I think it's Johnny Nelson. Might be Johnny Nelson. The fighter he fought. He said Lara was one of the hardest punchers. And we don't really know Lara for having, you know, a strong punching power. So him fighting Charlo going in head first, he might get knocked out. There's no reason against Charlo he should come into the fight that way. He should come in behind his jab to get inside and then let his hands go. That's just my take on it. Hurd with long arm, like to fight close. I agree with that, but as you can see later on in that fight against Lara, he started using that jab, and he was popped. That's how he was getting inside later on in the fight. He started off with his jab. That was just a hell of a fight. I mean, that was just one of the best fights that I've seen this year so far. Hurd should be commended for that fight. And also, Lara should be commended for that fight. Because, I mean, you just don't see guys getting, just give all hard and just go all the way out in a fight like that. You know, it's just, you don't see that too much. I also think, I didn't see Lara after the fight. I didn't see him doing any interviews or whatever. Hurd beats Charlo. I think Hurd beats Charlo at 154 too. That's my opinion too. I think Hurd beats Charlo. I don't think Charlo, other than landing a big punch from the outside, will be able. I haven't seen Charlo fight inside like that yet. I haven't seen Charlo in the pocket, and I'm not sure if Charlo's gonna be able to take that body attack that Hurd's gonna be giving out. I'm not sure about that, but we'll have to see. We haven't seen Charlo really get too many rounds. He's usually knocking guys out. So in a fight like that, where it's gonna go 12 rounds or so late into the fight, can he withstand those body shots and Hurd leaning on him the whole fight? Because Hurd is a really big guy. I'm still shocked that the official weigh-in, Lara came in weighing more than Hurd in that fight. Hurd looked huge in that fight to me. But Lara should be commended. Lara's stock should go up from that fight. To be his age and be in a battle like that with a young guy with a size advantage on you, with the he's got the reach, the height, the age, all of that, and you still stay in there and fight like that. Lara should be commended for that. But I think he broke Lara's orbital bone. I'm not sure on that. I haven't heard anybody talking about that, but I think he broke Laura's orbital bone in the 12th round because Laura's eye looked, uh, it didn't look good. And the way he was pawing at it, it sort of looked like when Kell Brook was fighting Triple G or Earl Spence, how he kept pawing at his eye. I'm not sure it was because of the cut. I'm sure many fighters have been cut. So to paw at his eye like that, I wondered did he break his orbital bone? But Laura got up and kept fighting. I mean, he got up. I watched the replay the day afterwards, and Laura got up from the knockdown, and he was throwing hands. He was throwing hands. Yeah, he was throwing hands. I wonder about the broken orbital bone because he didn't do any interviews after the fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure he had probably went to the hospital because he took a beating, and Hurd took a beating too. Hurd took a beating. I just worry about that with Hurd, with someone like Laura, his face looking like that with Laura. You know, when does he, if he gets in there with a guy? But at 154, other than Charlo, to me, I mean, I think Saddam Ali is food at 154. He's food. Kell Brook to me is food for Charlo. Kell Brook and Saddam Ali to me are food for Hurd at 154. He's just too big, too physical. I don't see no way in hell Eddie Hearn to put Kell Brook in the ring with a guy like Hurd. There's no way in hell. I can see Eddie Hearn going after the Liam Smith fight and then maybe trying to get Saddam Ali. Yeah, I know, man. Saddam Ali is food out here at 154. He's actually naturally, to me, I thought 140 pounder. Now he's, you know, he got that belt at 154. 147 to me will be his top out, but at 154, you know, Oscar's gonna try to hold on to that belt, man, and ride the wave. You know, probably try to fight Liam Smith in his first fight, and then try to take a big money fight over there against Kell Brook over in the UK. I can see that happening. Not this weekend. On the 21st, we got Broner versus Vargas. Been watching that Broner, the Broner thing with Gervonta Tank Davis. Interesting show. Broner looks like he's. I've seen a lot of videos where guys say he looks like he's ready. To me, he looks like he's training, which all boxers should be doing. I don't know, when you say a guy looks like he's ready, you know, he looks like he's training. I mean, I don't know what's in his head mentally. A guy can go out and do jumping jacks and push-ups and look like $1 million, have abs, be lean, but when it's time to get in the ring, is he gun shy? I honestly think the Marcus Maidana fight made him gun shy. I'm not sure he has the hunger for this anymore. AB can lose to Vargas if he's not serious. I think I want AB to win. I do. I want AB to win the fight, but I think Vargas is going to win a decision. That's just my take on it. I think Vargas will win a decision. I'm not sure if it'll be a close fight. I'm not sure if it's going to be unanimous. I'm not sure if it's going to be split. But to me, Broner is basically now a flat-footed defensive fighter. I used to think he was more of a counterpuncher, but now to me, he's just a flat-footed defensive fighter. He's trying to do the shoulder roll. He's not even really doing that effectively. I know he's working out with Cunningham now. I heard Stafford will still be in the corner. I know Cunningham, I think, was like Devin Alexander's trainer or something. I'm not sure if the trainer is the issue. I'm not sure, because I've heard Stafford in the corner tell him Broner to let his hands go. If he doesn't want to let his hands go, maybe he's got a weird body type, too small. Yeah, he's a tweener, man. He's a tweener. He's like a guy that's not big enough to be a defensive end. He's got a linebacker's body, but he wants to play defensive end, or a guy that's got a center's, let's say a small forward size, but he's basically a power forward skill-wise. So he's kind of a tweener to me. AB is. But AB is trying to do a catch weight. I heard Floyd come out and say that this fight shouldn't be a catch weight, which I don't believe it should be at a catch weight either. I think the fight should be at 147. Broner is not, to me, He doesn't have a title. I'm not sure how he's demanding catch weights. You know what I'm saying? You can see Canelo doing it because Canelo, you know, is a major A side. But at this point, I don't know if I call Broner. I guess you call. I don't know. I guess you can call him an A side. But to me, that's kind of some bull crap that they have in that fight at 144. But to me, Vargas is really a 140-pound fighter in my eyes. So they either should have fought at 140 or 147. That's just the way I take it. But I think Broner has trouble making 147 as far as like going over. So he's probably on the extreme cut, and 140 is closer. So he's probably going. That's probably why he asked for the fight at 140. But I think that's kind of some bobo that they fighting at 140, 144. I think if they're gonna fight, they should fight at 147. And Floyd came out and said that. Also, you got Gervonta Davis fighting on that same card, which to me, he's basically cherry picking. He's fighting the Cuellar dude. The Cuellar guy was last fighting at 126. He hasn't fought since 2016. So not only is he bringing the guy up from 126, he's fighting a guy that's coming off I won't say 2-year layoff, but a year layoff. So that's kind of, to me, a cherry picking. It's supposed to be a title fight for a belt. And to me, that's bobo to me. I don't understand how Davis got skills. Davis does have skills, but I don't think Davis has a discipline. He's already lost one belt on the scales. Floyd's talking about putting him in with Lomachenko. I think that's career suicide. I definitely think that's career suicide. Fighting a guy like Lomachenko that's dedicated to his craft, and you put him in the ring with a kid that's not even really dedicated to his craft. So to me, that's career suicide. But I have heard that the guy was complaining about Floyd setting him up. So maybe Floyd's saying it's time to sink or swim. You know, I really don't have a problem with that. The kid's been doing a lot of complaining. Floyd might be saying, look, it's time. You got to sink it, you got to swim. He's had enough fights. He's Loma with Ian Davis and turn him into AB. Yeah, I think that's what kind of scares me about Gervonta Davis is he seems like he may go the path for AB. I just don't get it, man. These kids got the world in their hands. I mean, he's got all the talent in the world. I'm not sure if he's talented enough to beat someone of Lomachenko's skill level, because Lomachenko is just a vet. He's had a lot of amateur fights. He's dedicated to his craft. He's just he's a special fighter. And I've heard people say, well, people give Lomachenko too much credit. He's overhyped. I mean, these the same guys that was picking Rigondeaux to stop him. And they said Rigondeaux was top 5 pound for pound. But Lomachenko beat him, but he's not that good and he's overhyped. I don't get how you can kind of talk out of both sides of your ass like that. Lomachenko is skilled. He's really skilled. I mean, you can just watch it on tape. He's a skilled fighter. Lomachenko has to beat Linares first, which I haven't seen too much of Jose Linares. I'm gonna check out some of his tape here soon. I know he's a guy that can get cut easy. So I would think that fight Lomachenko, he just picked Rico. No, man, that was crazy as hell. And then it was like they didn't pick Rico because Rico had better skills. They picked Rico because they didn't like Bob Arum. I don't get the whole thing about you. You know, I don't get all that, man. Look, two dudes in the ring, you see one dude's better than the other one, you're gonna pick the dude. You know, I don't pick with all that. I don't make picks with all that extra emotion. I'm not emotional like that. Look, I just want to see a good boxing match. You know what I'm saying? It's like dudes getting emotional with the Deontay Wilder thing. Man, look, I don't know either one of them dudes. Them dudes ain't paying me. I just want to see a good boxing match. I don't give a damn who make or whatever. Dudes get too emotional and shit. But I do think Lomachenko would beat Tank Davis. Other than that, I'm trying to see what else we got going. Yeah, we just want to see the fight, man. I ain't got no politics involved with the fight. I do support black fighters. I mean, but I'm not just picking a dude because he's black. You know what I'm saying? I support, you know, I'm gonna support a black owned business. I'm gonna support everything black. I'm black. You know what I'm saying? All Mexican. You watch anything on YouTube in the YTBC, if it's Robert Garcia, ESN News, any of them people. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez giving Canelo a pass. All these dudes giving. I saw a video where damn, I can't think of his name. All them dudes giving Canelo a pass. The Mexican fighters and Mexicans in general, they ride together. So of course I'm gonna ride for a black person in the fight. But if I see he's outmatched, I'm not gonna pick him just because he's black. When I make my prediction video, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick the dude that I think gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But I do support. I'm supporting AB in that fight. Do I think AB gonna win that fight? No. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with supporting your own, but it's a problem when you bash others because of your supporting others. You know what I'm saying? You support what you support. But getting away from that. Other than that, I'm trying to see what other fights we got coming up. I know we got damn, what other fights we got coming up beside that? Beside the AB fight coming on. Damn, I'm trying to think. I'm riding down the street. I ain't got no internet to pull. I mean, I can't pull up nothing on my phone to see what other fights we got going on. What other fights we got going on, Ross Clark? Other than on the 21st. I know in June you got the Charlo fighting the Centennial guy on that card too. Charlo is gonna murk that dude. I saw that dude get knocked out by the dude that Jacobs fighting. Man, that dude clean. Well, it was a stoppage. I can't pronounce the guy's name that Jacobs fighting, but I know the Centennial guy. He got knocked the hell. He got damn near knocked clean smooth out in that fight. I was like, damn, dude got. Man, Charlo's gonna eat that dude's lunch. I'm talking about eat his lunch. We also got the Triple G. This was one thing I wanted to talk about. Triple G. Triple G out here looking crazy, man. Triple G out here looking crazy, man. Triple G should have just canceled that fight. If not, he should just go straight boom. Because at this point, you got, which I know he can't fight Charlo because Charlo got the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Triple G probably trying to wait till at least next week to announce whoever he gonna fight. I'm sure he don't want to fight Charlo. Like I said, that's a high risk, low reward fight for him. You know what I'm saying? There's really no money in that fight for him. But I do think he should have. I hate to say it. I agree. He should get his own. Yeah, he should. I even, getting off the subject, I heard a guy say that if Deontay Wilder don't take the bag out of the fight with AJ, he should just fight a bum. And I thought, damn, what would that change any other time? I mean, other than Ortiz, I mean, he really ain't fought. I mean, I won't say a lot of them guys are bums, but I mean, he hasn't fought the best competition. So him fighting another guy that's not that good, that wouldn't be any different than anything that's usually already happening. You know what I'm saying? But Triple G should go ahead and just fight a bum. He should go ahead and announce it, get all the bullshit out the way, and just say who he's gonna fight. Because I know they've turned down at least 2 guys he's tried to fight already. And I saw some video where dude said he was trying to bring somebody up from 154. He should just fight, just pull it. Is he fighting O'Sullivan? Spike O'Sullivan, is that who he's fighting? I'm not sure on that. I saw some stories that say he was fighting Spike O'Sullivan. Andrade at this point doesn't deserve a fight with Triple G. Andrade hadn't done anything at 160. Andrade hadn't done anything. He didn't hardly do anything at 154. I'm not sure how he even left 154. You had all them goddamn dudes at 154 and he ran up to 160. Why did he run up to 160? He ain't gonna get the Canelo fight. He's not gonna get the Triple G fight. The Charlo fight, fighting Charlo, Hurd, Brook, or Ali would have been, to me, way easier fights to make than trying to fight Triple G or Canelo. I don't see how in the hell he think he's getting any one of them fights at 160. I don't see how he thinks he's getting any one of those fights. That's just my opinion, though. I think Andrade should have stayed at 154, unless he was growing out the division. But to me, if he can make if he can make 160, to me, in my eyes, you can make 154. He's always been a 154 pounder in my eyes. So, damn, she got a big ass dog. To me, he should have stayed at 154 because to me, that's where all the action is. That's why all the that's the division that's popping right now. 147 popping and 154 right now to me the most popping. Heavyweight popping too, but it's more dudes at 154 to me and 147. So I wish he would have stayed at 154. Before I get off here, I'm about to pull up at the house. I know OG, you've been hard on my boy Keith Thurman, man. I'm starting to lose faith in my boy, man. And I can't make excuses for him no more, man. I heard he bruised his hand, and that's why he pulled out of this next fight. I just don't get it with Keith, man. He seems to be really unlucky, or he just doesn't have the hunger or the want to be a champion anymore. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I know he's married now. But damn, Keith, this is the time, man. This is the time. Go ahead and fight Earl Spence. Fight Terrence Crawford. If you lose, who cares? All this shit about you got to be undefeated to be a good fighter. If you fight the guys you supposed to fight when they're in their prime, you're going to lose a fight. If you fight the best guys in the world, you may lose a fight, but that doesn't diminish you as a boxer. I want Keith to take the tough fights. I don't want Keith to start pulling the Mayweather. And when the shit gets tough and the division gets loaded with talent, you go hide. And that's no light on Mayweather, but I mean he retired when the division got hot. And I don't want Keith to be there. I'd rather Keith go in there and just get knocked the fuck out by Earl Spence. I have more respect for that than for him to duck and dive and try to hide and just not man up. I think he's actually got a chance to beat Earl Spence, in my opinion. I do. But him ducking it, and I always say he ain't ducking Earl. He ain't ducking Earl. He ain't ducking Earl. But now I'm starting to think, damn, you ducking Earl. It's only so much. I mean, I could defend the guy, but it's starting to get hard to defend him. It's starting to get hard to defend him. He needs to come out and get a tune-up fight in. I wouldn't worry about fucking Sean Porter or Danny Garcia. We've already seen those. Those are not fights that I want to see. I want to see you fight Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford. That's what I want to see. Those are the best three guys at 147. Let's have a tournament. Y'all three get it in. You can even throw Sean Porter in there if you want. Them four. Let Sean fight Danny. The winner of that fight jump in the tournament. Pick names, whoever fight. As long as it ain't Thurman and Porter fighting again, because I don't want to see that fight. I'd rather see Porter against Crawford or Spence. That's the fights I want to see. And then Thurman gets the other guy. And then we just hash it out, man. Guys gonna lose. The undefeated thing, look, man, that's not gonna happen if you fight the best guys when you're supposed to fight them. And it's just starting to concern me about Keith Thurman. Because I know, and I'm thinking it probably wasn't a bruised hand. I'm thinking he was having trouble making weight. Because he's ballooning up. And he's putting on a lot of weight. And having to cut that much weight in a short time is not good for your body. So to me, I think Keith couldn't make weight for this fight. He's going to eat himself into having to be a 154 pounder, to be honest. The ballooning up in weight, not being disciplined, and not being true to your craft, Even if your elbow hurt, you should still be doing cardio. You should still be doing ab work. You should still be eating right. You shouldn't just be ballooning up in weight and getting up to 170, 180, and then having to cut back down to 147. Losing 30-something pounds is a lot. I mean, that's taxing on your body, and it takes a while to do. I think Keith had trouble losing weight. I think that's where that's why the fight got canceled. You may not hear that nowhere else, but that's just my thoughts on it. I think he's having trouble losing weight, cutting weight. So, man, that's just a ride home video, man. Just a quick video. I appreciate Ross Clock joining me, man. And OG, why don't y'all go subscribe to Ross Clock 222 and also the Fight Journal. Two really good boxing channels, man. Unbiased, drop a lot of knowledge. I always learn something when I watch those guys' videos, man. So other than that, won't you like, subscribe, leave a comment at the bottom. Let's chop it up. Peace out.